Did you know that the fascinating field of astronomy, which explores the mysteries of space and celestial objects, has a history that predates recorded records? It remains a highly sought-after branch of science to this day. Since the revolutionary work of Nicholas Copernicus in 1543, astronomy has undergone remarkable evolution and achieved monumental milestones in the annals of human history. In an effort to further enhance the study of the cosmos, China has recently constructed and opened the doors to the world's largest planetarium. This extraordinary building boasts unique architectural features that represent the sun, moon, and stars. Let's delve into the details and learn more about this incredible mega construction. China's leading role in astronomy. Did you know that China has a long history in astronomy, going back over 5,000 years? They have a special calendar that's used worldwide, and it's been important in China for deciding when to plant and harvest crops. In recent times, China has launched 7 rockets into space, with the most recent one in 2022. They're even planning to make their own space stations. China is really committed to being a leader in astronomy worldwide. The Shanghai Planetarium is like China's way of saying, "We're serious about astronomy." It's also a place where young people can learn more about the stars and planets. Introducing Shanghai Planetarium. The Shanghai Planetarium, which used to be called the Shanghai Astronomy Museum, is in the Lingang district near the central business area of Shanghai. It's about a 45-minute drive from downtown Shanghai. This place is the second of its kind in China and one of the biggest and most advanced planetariums in the world. It's huge, covering over 409,000 square feet. It has a planetarium, exhibition galleries, an education and research center, an IMAX theater, and an observatory with a super-tall telescope that's the biggest one for studying space in the whole world. The whole place is filled with cool technology and can welcome up to 6,000 people every day. The architects who worked on this project, called Indian Architects, say that they designed the museum to celebrate China's long history with astrology and to show how serious China is about exploring space. Design and architecture. Construction of the project started in 2016, and it opened to the public in July 2021. The museum's design was done by Indian architects from the United States. They were picked for the job after winning an architectural design competition in 2014. These architects also designed the famous Rhodes Center for Earth and Space at the American Museum of Natural History in New York. The design of this place is inspired by the shapes and movements of the universe, like how celestial bodies move around in space. It's also influenced by something called the three-body problem, which is a tricky study involving the movements of moons, stars, and planets. What's really cool about the Shanghai Planetarium is that it doesn't have any right angles or straight lines. Instead, it's made up of curving lines that overlap, like the paths of objects in space. The big open spaces inside the museum are a noticeable part of the design. The way this building hangs and its size give people a whole new experience, like being up close to a planet or something in space. Main structural elements. The whole design of the place has 3 main parts that look like things in the sky, which are the Oculus, the upside-down dome, and the sphere. These things represent tools for studying the sun, moon, and stars. This design idea is all about thinking about how time started and how our world today is shaped by things always moving. The building is made to use sunlight in a clever way to show a basic idea in astronomy. This connects the new museum with old buildings that do similar things, like the pyramids in Greece and the temples in Mayan places like Chichen Itza. The Oculus. The Oculus is a big thing you can see above the main entrance of the museum. It looks like it's hanging from the part of the building that sticks out. It works like a giant clock for the building. When sunlight hits the floor, the Oculus reflects it and shows how time and the seasons keep moving. It's also used to figure out how the moon moves, especially during important Chinese festivals and holidays that follow the lunar calendar. The big part that sticks out is called a cantilever. It's like a strong frame that goes 2 stories high and stretches out 61 meters. The part that sticks out from the building goes 36 meters. Building this needed more than 2,000 tons of steel. The inverted dome. The upside-down dome is at the very top of the big open area, where all the museum galleries are placed. When you visit the planetarium, you have to go through this tall open area, and there's a swirling path that goes under the upside-down dome. The dome gives you an amazing view of the sky, both during the day and at night. When you look up, it's like you're seeing the stars and planets, which makes the pretend night sky in the planetarium even cooler. There's a glass walkway that's like a hallway into the dome, and it faces the north. At noon every day, the sunlight shines on this walkway, and you can see it from the museum below. The sphere. The third important part of the building is the big ball that holds the planetarium's theater. The architects made this part very carefully. They designed it in a way that lets sunlight come in without anything blocking it. It's like a way to show the passing of time. This big ball is built so that it looks like it's floating in the air, with very little support. When you walk around it, you get the feeling that it's like a moon going around a planet. The round shape of the ball isn't just a design choice. It reminds us of the basic shapes in the universe. It also makes us think about our place in the world compared to the sun, the moon, and other planets. Special elements and highlights. The museum is located in a beautiful green area and has a bunch of buildings and things to do. These include both temporary and permanent exhibits, a really tall telescope, an observatory, a planetarium that uses light to show stars, an education and research center, and a digital sky theater. The planetarium is going to use the latest technology to project images, and the exhibits will show all the new stuff that scientists have found out about space. There are more than 300 things to see at the museum, and over 80% of them were made by artists just for the museum. Most of these displays let you do something, like touch or play with them. The exhibition also uses things like virtual reality, really clear projectors, and smart screens. One special thing is a virtual reality module that lets you pretend to walk around on the moon. There are also pieces of rocks that fell from space called meteorites. One of them is from China, and it's special because it's the only one that's ever landed there. The planetarium also has parts of a meteorite from Mars and some soil from the moon that a mission brought back in 2020, and they got it for the museum's opening. A symbol of China's technological advancement. The Shanghai Astronomy Museum has gained a lot of praise in various fields. People really like its unique and symbolic design, its use of futuristic technology, and the valuable things it displays. It's getting attention from all around the world. This project is special because it goes beyond just reading about space in books or watching videos online. When you visit, it feels like you're almost in space. It's not just a big construction. It's like a symbol of learning and contributing to a field of study that's been important for a very long time and has shaped the world and people. The museum is a sign of how good China is at technology and its place in the world. It's like China's way of saying, we're doing well in the space race. Have you been to this planetarium? Share your experience in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.